Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. The previous tutorial was on how to get the line art ready. So we've already tackled that. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you, excuse me, I'm going to be showing you how to go about your shade for the face, how to work on your glasses, dreadlocks, and then basically everything you need to know about the shading part. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now that we have our sketch ready, the first thing you want to do is duplicate this. Now just drag your layer to this place. You see an addition sign, so leave it. You've successfully duplicated your layer. Now you can drag this up, or whichever way you want. The first one, remember, I've not expanded or done anything to this. Now I leave this the way it is, like I don't add any effect to it. This is simply because if you're working for a client and probably at the end of the day the client requests for like a revision, you understand, if you expand this, it will be very difficult for you to adjust any part. Now unless you're a pro, you can go ahead and expand, but if not, then please make sure you duplicate this first before you do any other thing. So we have this, lock this layer. Now come over to this. You can either click here to select everything, or since this is locked, it won't be selected. Just with your direct selection to drag over this, so it makes a selection like this. Come over to object, expand appearance, object, expand, click OK. Now come over to your pathfinder panel. Now if you can't find this, come over to Windows, pathfinder, just click on it and it will come out. So navigate to where you see merge. So this means we're going to make everything one, like we're going to make it one. So when I select this, instead of selecting it individually, it's going to select everything. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I select this, you can see everything is selected. So now that we have that, let's go back to our layers panel. Now the next thing is to pick your base color. Now this is where a lot of people like face difficulty. Now you can see, let me show you something. You see it was a bit thick. See, it's a bit thick. Now if I remove this, see, it's lighter. So don't worry about this. Remember, this is our main line art. This is just where we need to get our base color. Now when you're drawing, you're going to be drawing on top of this, so you don't have to worry about the stuff being too thick, or no, it don't really count. So let's switch this on. We want to select our base color now. Let's zoom in. So you want to, where is our eyedropper tool? So you need to pick a nice base color that works for you. Now note, the base color you pick is not a must that that's the particular one you're going to use. You can always adjust. Now avoid this place. See these places that are bright, avoid it. These places that are bright here, avoid it entirely. We need somewhere here as our base color. So I think this is better. Now avoid the very dark parts. These places that are very dark, avoid it too. So we're kind of in the middle. So next thing we want to do, we want to double click on this. Now please, for a dark person, like I always said, try to work with a color that is here. No matter where you choose here, try to work with a color here. For a light person, try to work with the base color somewhere here, or you can take it up here if you want. So like I said, you don't have to like the base color you picked, you don't have to just be stuck with that. You can always adjust it. So let's take this up. I want this to, let me take this up a bit and then probably adjust my base color. I think I want it to be somewhere here. So I'm working with what I have here. So I think I want it to be somewhere here. I think this works for me. So now that we have our base color, we want to add it to our picture. So let's off this. So make sure you're on this layer. Now just drag over it. So move to, make sure it's selected, right click, arrange, send to back. Now when you send it to back, you can see it's at the back of our line art. So select everything with your selection tool, select everything. You can see selected. Go over to your pathfinder, click on merge. Now it has made both the base color we picked now and our line art. It has turned it into one shape. So if I select this, I'm basically selecting everything. So the next thing you want to do, we have to get rid of places we don't want and then change the color of places we know we are going to be working with. Now what do I mean by that? Select everything, just click anywhere, it's going to select everything. We need to ungroup this. So let's be on our layers panel. We need to ungroup this. So right click, ungroup. Now create a new layer. Open this up. Now locate the last black shape. You have to locate the last, okay, you can see this is brown. So go up, locate the last black. So this is it. Now if you want to be sure it's black, click on it here. You can see the color. So you can see we're out. If you want to locate that particular object, just go over here, locate object. So click on this, make sure it's selected. Go over to the first one, hold shift, click on this. It will select all the black, drag it into this layer. So I'll select everything, Ctrl G to group it. Now we have our black. Instead of having to select it one by one, we have everything now in a particular group. Drag it into this place and then lock it. So that's it. So every other thing we're selecting now is our base color. So let's delete this. Select this and hit backspace or delete on your keyboard. Now the next thing is to assign base colors to different places. So we're going to start with our eyes. So click this, hold shift, click this, click this, click this. So Ctrl G to group it. That's how I work. So let's give it somewhere here. I think that works for me, but you have to confirm from the original picture if the eyes is white. So I think this is a bit too white for me. Let me reduce that. So try to, let's pick somewhere here. Yeah, I think this works for me. Let me adjust that a bit. So the inner part of the eyes, remember I'm holding shift to select more than one thing. Let's group it too, and then let's check how the original image is. Okay, not really visible, so let's just select this. Let's give it yeah, somewhere here. Okay. Okay, the lips. So let's check the lips. Okay, kind of has the pink lips. So for the top, take this down a bit, just small, then adjust. Now for the bottom, you have to go down, then somewhere here should do. Okay, I think this is too much. Let's reduce that. Yeah, so I think this works for me. The glasses and the hair, so let's check. Okay, the hair is like a dark brown. There is no hair here, so let's delete this. We don't need this. Select it and delete. Here too, delete. So I think we have every other place we need. So now we just select this and group it. So select, hold shift, select, let's zoom in. To zoom in while using any other tool I showed you, hold Control and space bar, then drag to your right. So hold shift, select everything. Let's zoom out, make sure we're selecting everything. Okay. So I think we have everything. Control G to group that. So we'll give it a dark brown. I think this works for me. Somewhere here. Okay. What else? The glasses. Now according to this picture, the glasses are transparent, but the handle has this like a dark brown and this is like a gold color, so we have to make sure we stick to that. Now here is where if you want your glasses to be black, you can easily select this and give it a black color, but I might end up giving mine a black color depending. But for now, I think I'll just leave it like this. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like this. So okay, so let's give this a dark brown. I think I'll give it the same color with my hair. Yeah, I think that works for me. Then we need to select where we'll give our gold color. So select this, then group. I like to group shapes with, Control G. So we need to give it a kind of gold. Let's go down a bit. Yeah, that works fine for me. I think I'll give this a different color. I really don't like it being transparent. I don't know if black works for me, but I think I'll try it out. Nope, I'm not feeling this black. Okay. Let's try. Let me check something. Okay. I think I'll go with this. really don't want to go with black. I don't think black will give me what I want, so I think this works for me. So remember, we're just picking base colors. This is not how it's going to look. You're going to add shades to it. So when you add shades, it will kind of bring out the real quality of the picture. So I think we're done with selecting base. Remember, you can pick any color of your choice when it comes to your what do you call it, your eyeglass. So I think that's it for now. Then lock this layer. We have a new layer created already, so make sure your reference picture layer is on, then switch this off so you can see what you're doing. Now guys, the first thing you want to do is to determine how you're going to start. Like for me, I can start with my mid-tone and work my way up to my highlight, and then I can probably add anything at any point. Like, I understand this stuff well now, but if I should go about it that way, you're going to be confused. So what I advise is to start from, as a beginner, you have to start from your shadow, then work your way up to the highlight. Now, how do you do that? Now, a lot of people are having issues with colors. So once you get your base color ready, now you don't have to worry about every other color, like your mid-tone, your shadow, your highlight. No, you don't have to worry about any of that. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut. I actually have a video on that, so you might want to check that out. I have a video on how to do that, but I'll still do like a quick process on how to create your own color palette in few minutes. So let's zoom out. Now let's just create a rectangle. Let's switch this on. Now let's select our base color. I think in this case I'll be using maybe 5 or 6 color layers. I think 5 works for me. Yeah, so 5 works for me. Now okay, let me use 6. So the first thing you want to do is to duplicate this. So hold Ctrl and alternate, click and drag. Now hold shift to make sure it's on the same line. So let's just leave it somewhere here. Now make sure this is selected since it has the same color. Now I usually pick my colors diagonally, so I think I'll go with somewhere here. Okay, let me show you what I did diagonally. I think I'll pick somewhere here. So now that we have, this is our start and this is our end. Now make sure you select these two, go over to object, blend options, change this to specified path. Now I told you I'll be using 6 color layers, right? Which this is just like an assumption. I might use more or I might use less depending. So for now I'm going to make use of 6. So this is like just a theory, it's not a must that I'm going to use 6. I might use more than that. I'll just show you how to go about it. Now I said 6, right? We have 2 already, so remaining was 4. Change this to 4. Leave this way. Remember it was a smooth color, so I changed it to specified path, specified steps, then click OK. Nothing happens yet. Object, blend, then make. Now it has given you a color that graduates from this to this. Very simple, so you don't have to stress yourself, okay, by trying to come up with colors that will blend and all that. No. So I'll still show you how to go about the highlights. So let's shift this. Now that we have this, remember it's still connected, so if you feel like there's any place maybe here is too dark, you can select this and then give it a separate color. Now it's still going to affect every other color here. So that's the thing. So since we have this now, we'll work on our highlights. Okay, so let's add the highlight. So with this selected, hold Ctrl to select only this, then Ctrl and Alt to click and drag out. I think we'll add just 2. So let me just keep this somewhere. Shift to make sure it's on the same line. Okay. You can see anything I do is going to affect every other shape. So the first thing you want to do, let's expand this. Select this object, expand. Now what it does, it kind of removes the bond between them. So for now you can't select it individually because it's still connected, like it's still grouped. You can see it's grouped here. So if you right click and ungroup, then you can select it individually. So since we have this already, let's just click and drag out. Remember to hold Control and alternate. Control alternate, click and drag. Okay, now that we have this, let's give it remember I said diagonally, right? So let's just go somewhere here. I think this will do. Now remember, this is not the final color. You can always adjust this. So that you have a matching color does not mean it's going to, these colors might not really give you what you want. So along the line, if you feel it's out of place, you can easily adjust. But the reason I'm showing you this is just so you know how to create a color palette easily, and I'll still show you how to adjust it if there is need for that. So select this object, blend, blend options. We need just one now. So one, object, blend, make. So we have matching colors now. So let's expand that and then ungroup. So this is the color palette we just created now. So let's just move it up. Ctrl G to group that. So let's just group now. Easily we'll pick our colors here and work with it. Now note the one that is your base color. You can just move it down so that you don't end up confusing yourself with other ones. So we know this is our base color. So every other thing we're doing is from here that we'll pick our color. Excuse me. So let's pick this. So I'm working with the pen tablet. So if you're working with a mouse, just still follow what I'm doing, but then you have to do it your own way. So let's switch this off. Now we have to note those places that are very dark. That's what we're going to map out now. So it's as simple as that. We can start with the skin, we can start with the mouth, like anywhere you want to start with, you're free. Understand? So excuse me. So for this tutorial, I think I'll start with the eyes, then the mouth before I go over to the skin. So remember, we left this. So let me show you. Let's give it the same color we gave to, yeah. So remember, harmony is very, very essential here. You have to make sure your art is in perfect harmony. If you're picking a color, it has to be similar colors that you're working with. Okay, so let's just log this for now. Create a new layer. Let's take care of the eyes. Now the first thing you want to do is you have to move um, your base color. You have to bring it into this layer that you created. Now make sure this is selected, right click, arrange, bring to front. Now when you open this, you can see your color group here. Just drag it into this place. Then you do the same thing for this one. Right click, arrange, bring to front. So now everything about the eyes, we have it in this layer. Now we just need to add our shades. Now our shade is going to be on top of it. So it has to be anything we're drawing, we're going to draw it on top of it. Now there are many ways to add shades. You can, let's switch this off. You can follow it the way it is here, but I'll just show you a very quick way to go about this, so you don't have to spend all day on this. You can either add 2 or 3 color layers, but for me I prefer 2. So the easiest way to go about this is just something like this. You can see the way I'm going. So eyedropper tool. Now if you watch it, the color is not visible on this line art. This is because we have this here, right? If you switch this off, you can see. So that's it. So pick this base color. Let's go down a bit. I think I need to darken that a bit. We'll just be using 2 color layers. So yeah, that looks nice. We'll do the same thing for this place. So if you're using the pen tool, just follow it the same way I'm doing this, and you will come up with the same results. Let's do that now. Okay, that's it. So you select both of them. You can turn it into a compound shape. Ctrl 8, so it's on one layer. Now you do the next one. So this is just a simple way to create the eye. So drag this down. It has to be below this eyedropper to pick. Now instead of having to go all the way down, just somewhere here should do. Okay, so this looks a bit we do the same thing here. So you see the way I'm creating my shape. So just drag this down, select both, hold Ctrl to select more than one. Want to select this, hold Ctrl, click on this, select Ctrl 8 to turn it into a compound shape. So now you can see how the eyes is. You just add probably anything, you just freestyle. It doesn't have to be a particular shape. So you can see the way I'm going about mine. So just do the exact same thing. I'll just give it a dark color. I think this will do. Do the same thing here. Yeah, I think that's all. So the same thing, select this, Ctrl 8. So let's lock this. Now you can see. So this is how our eyes look now. Create a new layer for the lips. I like to do everything I'm doing on a separate layer. Sorry, we forgot something. Your base color layer, we need to remove the excess. Please make sure this is locked. If not, if it's not locked, watch, it ends up selecting this. So make sure it's locked. Delete the excess colors. Just select here, delete it. It's not necessary. So sorry I forgot to do that. I was a bit carried away. So delete this. Delete this. Just select and hit delete on your keyboard. Please make sure you don't select. Just somewhere here should do. Control 0. Okay. So back to the lips, our new layer. Now please, you have to pay attention. Like I said, for me, I use a good number of color layers to make sure I get the details of the lips very well. So it's up to you to choose how many color layers you're going to use. But for me, it's not really defined. Like I can't just say, okay, I'm going to use 12 or 8 or 4 or 3. Like if I say that, it's just an assumption. I might end up using more than that. You understand? So for the lips, I don't know how many I'm going to use, but you just figure it out along the line. Like as you're drawing, you're going to figure it out. Now I want to bring up our lips first. So for the upper lips, just click on this, right click, arrange, bring to front. So let's move it into this new layer. We'll deal with it first, then we'll come back for the lower lips. So switch this. Sorry. Switch this off so you see what you're doing. This is the base now. So anything you're drawing has to be on top. So pencil tool. We need to note those places that are dark. So from here, this place. So sorry. Just watch the way I'm going about it. So it doesn't have to be the exact same way it is. You can see I'm adding my own design. I'm not really drawing it straight. So don't worry about the excess part, we'll take care of it. Now that we have that, let's switch this on. Eyedropper to pick this, then give it a dark shade. You can use the method I showed you on how to get the skin and do this. So I really don't have that much time. I'm just kind of going to do it my own way. So diagonally, right? So let's pick somewhere here. This should do. Now you want to turn this into a compound shape before I'll show you the next step on how to remove this excess part. Control 8, so you can see it's now a compound shape. Select it with your base color. Both of them are selected. So select both, go over to your shape builder tool. Now you can see as I hover around this, you can see this. So hold alternate, click, it goes away. Make sure you turn that into a compound shape. Now the next thing you want to do is switch off your base color layer. Let me curve this. Okay, so we are graduating from the dark part to the light part. So the next place you're going to look out for is the place that is a little bit lighter than this. That's where you look out for. So still maintain this. So you can see where I'm going about it. So don't worry about the excesses, we'll remove it the same way we did. So you send this to back here. This one has to be on top because it's the darkest. So select this, eyedropper to pick this base color, change it to a compound shape, and then remember the way we went. So let's say somewhere here should do. Now you can always adjust this, so you don't have to stick with that. So let's try somewhere here. Okay, this works for me. Now select it with your base color, shape builder to delete. So lock these two, we won't be needing it again. Okay. Your base color. So the next part is, you see the way you are graduating, so you should get the gist by now. Okay, and you see how I'm going about it. So like I said, you're free to freestyle, like add your own style to it. You don't just have to draw it straight the way. No. So send this to this place. You see the way I'm moving it? No, make sure this is on. Eyedropper to pick. So instead of having to go all the way down, let's try somewhere here. Remember, we are graduating our colors, like it has to go from dark to light. Control 8, turn it to a compound shape. Hold shift, select your base color to shape builder to delete this, delete this, delete this. So you see the way it looks now. I think it's a bit nice. Let me darken this a bit, just a little. Yeah, I think that's nice. So lock this, make sure this is off. So you see the way it is. So you can follow my pattern if you want, but if you still want, you can come up with yours. So join. So I don't want it to exceed the boundary. Let me just take care of that. So send this to back here. Don't bring it below your base color, no. It has to be above your base color. Eyedropper to pick. So if you feel like this, let me adjust this. Okay. Yeah, that looks nice. So eyedropper to pick. If you feel like this outline is not allowing you to like see what you're doing, Control H on your keyboard, it will hide your outline, but it's still selected. So select this just a little. Okay, let's adjust this a bit. A little. So I want to show you a little trick on how I adjust my colors. Now this looks a little bit pink and off. So you can always adjust. You don't have to follow it the exact same way it is. No. So eyedropper 2. Let me just somewhere here should do. Yeah, I think that works for me. So let me you can always adjust if you feel like, oh, this place is not really giving me what I want. You can always adjust. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Now the next thing we need to do is to add our highlights. Look this, we're going to be adding highlights. This is what makes your picture look real, you get. So at this stage, we're going to be adding the highlights to this stuff. So how do you do that? Now you have to define where your highlight starts. Now you can use only one highlight. Me, I'm going to use about 2 or 3 depending. So I'm going to define where my highlight falls now. So you can see where I'm going about it. I use these curves to make it look real. So join that. Eyedropper to pick your base color. Now instead of going down, you're going to go up. So remember, follow that diagonal path. Let's try here. I think this should work. Okay, that's a bit off. Let's try here. Now it's pink, which is not what we want. Now I want to show you something. Now I feel like this color is not matching with the base color, so I really need it to tend towards brown. What do I do? Now let me select this. Please remember that my outline is hidden. I can bring it back. It's hidden. So go to edit colors, adjust color balance. Now click on preview. I think I've done this a lot. I really don't know how to explain this to you the right way, because I don't know the kind of color you're going to be working with, but your adjustment depends on the color you're going to be adjusting. Now I want this to tend towards brown, so my best fit is reducing the blue. Now if I reduce this, let's try -1. Remember, this is trial and error. So let's see before, after. So let's try -2. So I feel like it's too red. You reduce the red. Let's say -3. Let's just leave it at -2. So let's see the before and after. You see the way it looks before, after. Now I feel like this is more matching for me. So okay, so I can take this up a bit to match what I'm doing, or I can still leave it the way it is. Now let's go back to our highlights. So that's just how to adjust color balance. Now you need to go up somewhere here. Now we're going to do the same thing. It's just trial and error. Like there's no specific value you're going to put. You just have to try. So let's reduce this. Oh, that's too much. Reduce this. Okay. So let's try 1. So before, after. So let's try 0. Okay. 0. Okay. -1. I think this works for me. It's not that visible, so I'm just going to show you. I'm just showing you the process so you know how to do this. Left for me, I would have passed this stage a long time ago. So let's try. You can move this up a bit to fit into what you want. Okay, I think this works for me. Let's reduce that a bit. Okay. edit color, adjust. So I want it to tend towards brown. I think -2 should be able to do the trick. So there you have it. It's just adjust till you get what you want. Now to save yourself from this stress, follow this pattern. You will get your blending colors easily. So I'm just showing you how to go about it if you don't want to try the color stuff. Control, okay, make sure you select your base color too. So Control H to hide our edge. Okay, so we need to remove the excess part. So let's make sure our edges are visible. Control H. So select your base color too. I've shown you how to select more than one stuff. Hold Shift. Shape builder too. Let's just take this off. So I feel like we need to adjust something. Now don't worry. I wanted to show you something. That's why I didn't turn it to a compound shape. Now watch. You see the number of new shapes it created. But let me show you something. Now let's turn it to a compound shape first. Let me adjust this. Now let me select my base color too and do the exact same thing I did. Now you can see just that same shape. So that's why I'm telling you, turn this to a compound shape first before you do any other thing. Now we'll be adding the last, if not, I think this should be the last. We already know where, you can check it. You already know where your light falls. So let's just take care of that. So you see the way I'm going about it. Eyedropper to pick this. Control H to hide your edges. So you go up, then you move this up a bit. Edit color, adjust color balance. So let's reduce this by 1 or 2. Sir? Right, you open. Okay, let's adjust that. Or let's just save ourselves the stress and pick a better color. Up. Yep, I think that works for me. So select this, select your base color. Okay, it's locked, so select your base color, select this. Hold down Shift to select. Oh, let me unhide my edges so you see what I'm doing. So we're done with the upper leaves. Now for the lower leaves, please, you guys have to bear with me. Unlock all this, select everything, group, Ctrl G. I'm going to be a bit fast. I feel like I've shown you let me adjust this. I feel like I've shown you the basis. So for the lower lips, I'm going to be a bit fast. So select this, right click, bring to front. So our lips has to be in one layer. So okay, so let's switch this off. Now like I said, the dark places, that's where you take into consideration. So okay. Make sure this is on. Eyedropper to pick this. So I'm going to be a little bit fast. So this is you can use my color code if you want. Select this, turn to a compound shape. I've shown you how to do that. Select your base color to delete this. So we don't need this. Select, delete it. Okay. So just the same way we've been working. So you see where I'm taking into consideration those places that are dark. That's where we are going to be drawing now. So you trace it back. Just simple, as simple as that. Make sure it's below this. Make this visible. Pick. Instead of having to go all the way down, I think somewhere here should do. Once you pick a color you're not comfortable with, you can always adjust it. Okay, I think that works for me. Turn to a compound shape. Select with your base color and then delete the excess part. So I feel like you guys should know how to do this by now. I think we'll add one more layer and then we're done with that. So lock this. Okay. So here is, we have to avoid there. So make sure it's on the line. So let's see what we're doing. Swap this draw. Please bear with me if the tutorial is slow. That's what a lot of you guys requested for. So I'm really taking my time. I don't want to rush things. Let me do that well. Okay, eyedropper to pick this. Make sure this is below. Just a little bit. Eyedropper too. Just a little bit should do. So I feel like that matches. Let me take care of here. So we need to remove the excess part. So it's very simple. You can just select everything. So this is the lower lips. Group it, take it below the upper lips, and it's hidden. Or you can cut it out the normal way. Now we need to add what? We need to add highlight. So you can see where our highlight is. Now you're the one now that knows where there is kind of a brighter light. Now I think we have here, then we have here too. So let's take care of this. So you see the way I'm going about it. Okay. I don't know if I have any other thing. Okay. So select what we just created, Ctrl 8, compound shape, eyedropper tool, pick this, hide your edges so you can see what you're doing. So we have to go up now. Okay. So we need to make this blend well, and there's only one way to do that. We need to add one more shade here. I'm going to be showing you a few tricks on how to do that. This should be below the lips here. So you're the one that knows how to add that now. So you just kind of work your way through. So you trace back, Ctrl H, trace back. So, okay, let's swap this. Now I want it to be below this. I want it to be on top of my what do you call it, my base color, but it has to be below this. It has to be below this too. So this is my base color. So eyedropper tool, I'm going to pick this color, and then okay, it didn't match well. Let's do that well. So where is the ending? Okay. So now I think we joined this very well. So let's swap that again. Eyedropper tool. I'm just showing you how to blend two colors easily. So move it to bottom, but your base color has to be like below, then this one has to be on top of it, but below every other color. So just reduce the opacity to 50. It will definitely match. So you see, it looks nice. So if you feel this is too bright, Ctrl H. Just select this. If you feel it's too bright, remember you can always adjust it a bit here. Just reduce it a little bit. Okay, I think this works better for me. Now the final stage is just to add the main highlights. Like this is what makes it glow. So just like we did here, we already know where it is. So just here, eyedropper tool. I want to just give it a color at once. Yeah, I think that works well for me. So you can just play around here. Just play around. So guys, this is how I color. So if you feel you want to use my technique, fine. You're free. So you see, it looks more realistic now. So you group this, Ctrl G, or you turn it into a compound shape, whichever you want, and then drag it into this. It has to be on top, please. That's the only way it's going to be visible. So guys, that's it for the lips. So let's see the before and after. This is where it looks. This is how it looks with shade. So guys, we're done with that. So now we're going to move on. Okay, let's take care of the let's take care of the face first before we move on to the dreadlocks and the eyeglass. So create a new layer below this. Please remember to always save your work. As you're drawing, you save. Very, very important. So don't forget that. I'm really sorry I'm making this video too long, but I feel like I have to do this so that those that are struggling with a way to come up with a very nice vector art, they'll be able to see how I do it. So okay, so for the skin, we already have our color palette. So eyedropper tool, let's pick this. So go over to you. Remember, you can always adjust these colors. It's not a must you're going to stick with them, please. So we have to note those dark places. That's what we're going to be drawing now. So just follow it the way you see the way I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, so I noticed something we omitted here. So for the eyebrow, I think we omitted some parts. So you can see it came all the way here. So brush, just select one of these and okay, enter. Make sure this is off so that you don't end up selecting the same thing you mean. So it's just simple, just create a hair fall like this and that's all. Make sure you don't draw on top of the eyeglass. Sorry. So just something like this and then you're good to go. So we do the same thing here. Just simple. So sorry we omitted that during our sketch. Okay, I think that's it. So make sure you're doing this on this layer. So back to our, so we need to add here. Let's add shades here. Okay. Make sure you're not drawing on top of. Do the same thing here. You have to know those places that are very dark. That's where you're going to be drawing. Okay. So let's take care of here. So if you're using a mouse, I mean, this is, you still get a very nice result, but it's going to be a bit stressful for you. So if you're using a tablet, you're, I think, more opportune to get this very well. So guys, please get a drawing tablet. It's very important. It's for your own good. You're going to end up enjoying it. So just like drawing on paper. So let's see what we've done so far. Okay, let's take care of the nose. So just here, and then here too. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for here. So you can see where I'm mapping out. So you see where I'm taking into consideration. So that's basically simple. So guys, make sure you follow this very well. If you follow it the way I'm doing it, you will definitely understand how this works. So any other place on the face? Okay, I think we have here. So let me fix that real quick. So I want it to be on this line. Okay. So it's as simple as this. Like, once you follow this step properly, you will definitely get what you want. Okay, I think that looks nice already. Yeah, I think I should add a few here. you can see where I'm focusing on. Okay, let's trace that back. I think join. So the ear, let's take care of that. You can see where I'm mapping out. So if you follow this tutorial, you definitely understand how this stuff works. So it's as simple as that. So it's just you have to follow it properly, and you need patience too. Sorry about that. You need patience too. So you can see the process I'm going through just to make this stuff. So if you don't have patience, you end up just doing it roughly and then going your way, which might still end up giving you a nice result. But if you see someone that puts in time into what he or she did, you will be able to differentiate. So I think that's all. I think that's all. Okay, so for the beard, I won't be adding there. I think I'll add here. So let me increase this. Okay, it's increased. Sorry. I need to get it very well. So let me join that. So you have to note where you stopped. That's where you continue. Okay. Join. So this is where I'm going about to join. You might think nothing is happening, but trust me, there's a big difference. See the way it is? You see the way it is now with your sheet. So just have to work with that. So I really don't like to do this much, so it don't end up creating a complex shape. So that's why I do it a little and then I join. So for this side, you really have to bring it low. Remember, this is where the light shade is coming from. So you don't want to make it look like you don't know what you're doing. So the light shade is coming from here. I think this is enough. Yeah, I think this is okay. Control 0. So guys, yeah, we're done with that. So group, Control G. Now this is what I love to do, like, so I don't end up confusing myself. So I create a new layer below this. I draw, group, and then push it into this layer. Don't worry, I will explain what I mean. So this is a new layer, right? Let's start with our second phase of shading. So I think we'll go with this first. So now we're going with places that are a little bit lighter than the first dark shade we used. So instead of having to come up with that, we already have it sorted out, right? So Ctrl 0, let's zoom out. We have it sorted out already. So eyedropper 2, just pick this and you're good to go. Now if the color does not match, please don't forget you can always adjust, as simple as that. So okay, I think it's in line. Okay, so let's take care of here. See where I'm going about it. Okay, let's add here. So let's see if the color actually matches. So for me, I feel this color is too dark. Like the first shade we use is almost invincible. So what do? Select this. Let's zoom out. Instead of using this, we'll use this eyedropper 2. So let's check now. Yeah, I feel like this is nice, but then it's not really giving me what I want. Select this. So I'm going to adjust. Yeah, I feel like this works better for me. So like I said, you can always adjust, please. You don't have to stick with that color you started with. No, you can always adjust. So I think we've taken care of everything we need to do there. Okay, let's take care of this. So you see where I'm going about it. Ctrl H to unhide. Please guys, sorry I'm being too slow. A lot of you guys requested for this. They were like, my videos are too fast, I need to explain it very well. So I feel like me being slow, at least you will see everything I'm doing and then you can easily follow up. I don't think this is necessary, but let me just add it. So you just have to make sure anywhere you're drawing is a bit dark. So you can see here, you need to take care of that. So these two, think I'll stop here so I don't end up creating a complex shape. Let me just, yeah, I think this works for me. So let's hide this. So let's swap this so we'll see what we're actually doing. Okay, yeah, that works for me. So you see the places I'm taking into consideration. So swap, so you see what you're doing. Joy. Okay guys, so let's see our progress. Select this so you know where you've drawn. Okay, I feel like there's nothing to do here. Okay, let's take care of this. Let's take care of this too. So select this. Okay, let's take care of here. Okay, let's take care of that. Please make sure it's not on any other place like you know you don't want it to be. Okay. Okay. So let's just trace it back. Alright, join, Ctrl 0. So let's see our progress so far. Select. Okay, now you need to take note of places you've mapped out. Okay, let's take care of this. Okay. Let's take care of this. So you can see the way I'm following it. Like I don't want to draw it anywhere I know I don't need it. Like here, avoid that. Yeah, I think I need a little here. Okay, select to know where you've drawn and where you still need to work on. I feel like I need a little here. And a little here too. So please make sure it's it's not exceeding where it should be. So let's check. Okay, so let's take care of the eyebrow. So you see where I'm going about it. As simple as this. If you're able to follow up this tutorial, you will definitely learn something new. Might not guarantee you will learn how to draw immediately, but if you practice with it, you will definitely come up with new ideas. Okay. Okay. Join. Okay. I have to stop somewhere here. Now those places that are having highlights, avoid it. So you might be wondering, why are we spending time making out all these details? Trust me, with time you will see what we've been doing here so far. So let's take care of this. So you have to just follow it the way I'm doing it. So with time you develop your own process on how to shade. So if you feel like you want to use mine, you're free. So something like this, go back. Let me, okay. So the next place we should take care of is, let's try here. Okay. I think I'll work with this. So draw back. Yeah, Ctrl 0. Okay, so let's see our progress. Let's see if there's any place we need to add on the right here. I think, yeah, somewhere there. So take care of this. Okay. Okay, the final part, the beard. So just like we did before, this time around we're going a bit higher. Okay. So join so that we don't end up having a complex shape. Okay. So just the same way. So just follow it up this way, and yeah, that should do. Don't really need to add much here. Join. Nope. Yeah, that should do for sure. So select everything. I think we accounted for every part of the face. So now let me show you what I meant. Group. Now remember, whatever you're drawing next has to be below so that these other ones you've drawn will be visible. So just move this into here, lock it. You can still draw another one, group, move it. So you should understand what I mean by now. If I draw the next color layer, I group, I move it into this place, but it has to be below. That's how I'm going to be doing it till I get to the highlight stage. Then we'll swap that. So the next phase now, Ctrl 0, eyedropper 2. So we picked this, right? So let's try this. If it doesn't work out, we have to go with this. But now you have your color like simplified already. You have it already, so you don't need to start picking anything. It's there for you. Just select the one that fits into what you're drawing and work with it. So swap. So you can exceed the boundary, no wahala. Just know that you have to cut it out. So you see where I'm going about it. Eyedropper 2. So let's swap this and see if it fits into what we're doing. Okay, it doesn't. So Ctrl H. You can always adjust. Edit color, just color balance. So we can increase this by 3. So So you see the difference. So I feel like this works better for me. Now there are parts we need to cut out. We'll get to that. So for now, let's swap this. Ctrl H, so you see what we're doing. Swap. Eyedropper to now. Here it needs to be accounted for. So let's cut out the place we know we want to fill with a different color. So make sure it's closed, please. Select both. Make sure you fill them with the same color. Then Ctrl 8, turn it into a compound shape to delete this automatically. So now we cut out excessive parts, right? Select this. Make sure this is selected. So with both of them selected, anything outside this base color, anything outside it is going off. So with your shape builder tool, it goes off. So as simple as that. I think we need to add shade to this place. So let's zoom out so we see what we're doing. So you have to follow the picture you're given. Wherever you see a shade, you have to account for it. So I think we're done with this place. So let's move over to here. So don't worry about the excesses, we'll take care of it. Because I think I might get one here too. So okay. So swap this. Okay. You see the way I'm going about it? It's dark, so I have to stop here. Sorry, follow this line. Okay, so something like this. You see the way I'm using curves and sharp edges? This is just to give it a nice feel. Trust me. If you want to use circles too, you're free. If that works for you, fine. I prefer this. So I feel like it gives my art like a nice vibe. Okay, let's swap that. So V, select these two. Is there any place we're going to be cutting out? No. So select this, select this. This is our base. This is our base. This is the shape we just made. This is the shape we just made. Anything outside here is going off. Since this is the base we picked, if we pick the base of this eyeglass, we're going to be cutting. If you cut this out, let's say we pick the base of this eyeglass. If we cut this out, watch, it's going to take away the shape itself. The base color shape itself is going to take it away, which is not what we want. You can see. So Control Z, undo that. Make sure this is not selected. This is where we want. So if I remove this, it goes off without touching the base color of the eyeglass. So it's as simple as that. You remove this too. So real simple. That's it. So move to. So let's lock this. Okay, back to. Sorry. Back to this. So. Okay, I think that will do. Unlock this, select this, delete excess. Okay. So I think we've taken care of this. Now the next, let's pick somewhere. So let's take care of this. Okay. Let's do that as well. So you see where I'm going about it. Take it back. Okay. Now if you feel like there are places you omitted, you can easily add it. Simple as that. Okay. Is there another place we need to take care of? Okay. Join. Join. Okay. So for this side, take care of this. Okay. Let's take care of that. Okay, let's start with this. So you see where I'm going about this. I'm working with my colors gradually, like from dark to lighter colors, like brighter colors. So that's the way I'm moving. So I'm mapping out those places that are dark and working my way up. I'm working my way up. So okay, let's swap that. So what we're doing. Okay, curve that. So let's trace back. So okay, I think this should do. Okay. Let's check that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just follow this up. Okay, so let's just draw that. So let's swap this. So what we're doing. Okay. Okay, so okay. So let's check. Okay, that looks nice already. Where else do I need? Okay, I think I need a few here. Okay, the ear. Okay. Okay, let's swap that so we see what we're doing. Okay. So let's make sure we don't cover places like this. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So just follow this the way I'm going about it. I think you'll be fine. So let's check. I feel, I don't know, I'm not really feeling this color. I guess I'll have to edit it. I'm not really feeling the color I'm working with, so we'll adjust that with time. Let's just get these things ready. So let's be sure we're accounted for everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I think here I've always said it, you don't have to stick with one color. Like, let's say you started with a particular set of colors, it's not a must that that's the color you're going to end up with. So long as you feel like your color is not matching with your art, or is not giving you what you want, you can always change it. As simple as that. So yeah, I think I'm done with that. So let me group, Ctrl G. Now I need to adjust my color. So I will do everything including the base color. So let me make sure I lock this first, so I don't end up selecting okay, I think that's it. Better still, let me just group this at once, so that once I select Ctrl H, so let me ungroup, then select this entirely. I mean, this color is nice, but I'm really not feeling it that much, so that's why I want to adjust it. Edit color. Before this, Ctrl H, I hid my edges. Ctrl H, so that let's increase the red a bit. Yeah, I feel like I love this now. Okay, so let's adjust this. I say -2. Yeah, I think I prefer this. Yeah, I feel this color is better for me. Ctrl H. Okay, so we need to add, I think, one more shade or two. Then we're good. Okay. So you see how I'm doing it layer by layer. That's how you get a very nice shade. So you just have to do it layer by layer by layer. So So remember, this has to be on this particular layer. Pick. So let's just Control H. We need to get rid of here, so let's swap that. So let's map out where we want to cut out. Select both, swap, Control 8. Select these two, then delete excess parts. Remember, my edges are hidden, that's why it's like that. So I feel like this color is not really giving me what I want. So let me adjust that, this color. So edit color, adjust color balance. Let me try 2. So before, after. I'll try -1. Nope, 0. I'll try -1 here. Yeah. I think that works for me. So let me darken this a bit. Okay. So I think this is going to be the final I think that's going to be the final shade for the mid-tone before we move over to the highlight. So okay. Swap. Okay. So you see the way I'm going about it. I As simple as that. Okay, just trace it back. That's all. We're good to go. So let's get that ready. So that looks nice. Okay, let's add shades to this place. Remember, you don't just have to follow it the exact way it is. You're free to add your own style. Let's swap this. So let me just okay. Let's just try that. So Control 8, select this and cut out excess parts. Okay. So Control 8, select, and delete excess parts. So we're almost done. We still have a few places to take care of, and then okay, let's take care of it. Swap. So you see what you're doing. So you need to take consideration of where your light is coming from. Very important. So don't join, you have to trace back. Okay, so now we trace back. Okay. So let's join this. So swap. Okay, so let's add shades here. Okay, I think I'll stop here. Okay. Okay, close that. Okay, Control 8. So let's cut out select this, select. So let's erase where zoom out. think I might have to adjust a little thing here, but for now, okay. So let me see what I've done so far. Okay. So I feel like okay. Okay, swap. Yeah, sure that looks way better. So let me just add a few. Okay. Zoom out. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, so meaning I don't think we really have much to add here. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's delete this. Okay, let's see how far we've gone. we need to take care of this here too. So okay. So we'll add, I think, here too. Okay. Alright, trace it back. I think that's all. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to add highlights to this stuff. So the highlight is going to enhance the beauty of our image. So we're done with this. Let's group this, Ctrl G. So let me show you how far we've gone. This is what it looks like on the sorry about that. So this is what it looks like on the plain this thing. This is what it looks like on the base color. Sorry, I got a little carried away. I was doing something. So this is what it looks like on the base color. Then when you add the shades we've made so far, this is what it looks like. So now we'll be going for the highlights. So this has to be on top now. So you need to find out where your highlight falls. So this is your normal skin. Now here, that's where your highlight falls. Now all you need to do is you need to okay, so you can see the places I'm drawing. Okay. think we have one here too. Okay. So oh, where else do we have highlights? Let's just add here so it doesn't look somehow. And then I think we have here. Okay. Let's take care of this. Okay, I think we need to add here too. So select everything, just group that. Eyedropper to Control H to hide. So up, up, okay. So it looks nice already. Okay, I think we left something out. All right, Control 8. Sorry, let's delete that. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, so sorry about that. Back to to what we're doing. So I feel we've gotten our first part of our highlight, but I feel here is a bit odd for me, like the way it looks. So I need it to blend well with, I need these three colors here, here and here. I need it to blend well. So there's only one way I can do that, by introducing a new shade here. So that's the only way I know this is going to blend well. So Ctrl G to group. Let me move this into this layer. Let me take this down so that I can be able to see what I'm doing. So let's start here. Now you don't need, let's do this one. You really don't need any reference here. You can kind of, by looking at it, you can come up with a nice shade for it. So now this shade we are making, we already know where it's going to be. It has to be on top of your base color, but below this particular color layer. So it's going to be below this. It has to be somewhere here. So let's just something like this. So we don't join, trace it back, eyedropper 2. This is the color we're going to be using. So let's swap that for now. Remember, we're trying to just make this blend. Okay. So let's just trace it back. So you swap that, reduce the opacity by half, 50%. So bring it here. So okay. So I feel this. Okay. So same place, 50%. So guys, we'll add, I think, one more shade and then that's it. Let me adjust this a bit so it kind of matches. Okay, I think that looks better. So this side we don't really need this. Let's try 70%. Should be okay for this. Or better still 50%. This is actually the direction of the sun rays, so this is where we'll focus on. So let's take one look at where the sun is coming from. So here, strikes really hard here. Okay, so let me check that one more time. Right, so I'll be adding the shades. Okay. Control H. So let's add, I think here should do. So for here, we really don't need much. Let's try 50%. So I think that works fine for me, but for every other place I'm going to be adding, let me adjust this. So okay, so we'll be adding shades here. And then here. Okay, Control H. So add a few. We're only going to be leaving the full color where we know the sun rays is going to hit. Apart from that, so I think we'll have a bit of that here. Here too. Okay. So let's adjust this. I think 50%. So for these two, I'll go with 50%, then I'll add another shade to it. So that looks better. Let's group this. Okay. So one final layer and then that's it. I think the light will hit somewhere here. And here. So let's give that a color. So go up a bit, then adjust here a bit. Yeah, I think this is nice. So do the same thing here. Do the same here. So group. Sorry, ungroup that. Group. So this is what our artwork looks like. We need to get a little bit of that on the ear. So I think I'll go with this color. Yeah. Add one more here. So put this into any layer of your choice. So we're going to be adding shades. This is for the face now. So we're going to be adding shades to the eyeglass and then the dreadlocks. So let's just start here. We need to start somewhere. Remember, it's below, so any color you like add. It's not going to affect this. So let's go down a bit. I think this is too yellowish for me. Let me adjust that. So let me adjust this color. Yeah, I think this works for me now. So pick the same color. So I'm going to be adding the same shades here. Let me look at the original picture. I know where the shade is. So okay. So let's pick the same color we used here. So we do the same thing here. So let's just select this, cut out the excess part. Now select everything we just created and group it. Okay. Now we're going to be adding our highlights. So let's start here. Eyedropper to pick this. I think I'll go the way out. 2H. I think that's too white for me. Let me adjust it a bit. Yeah, I think this works for me. Select the 3 group. Let me adjust this. I might not really go with the shading of the glasses. I think I will do it my way. So okay, just follow it the way I'm doing it. Okay. Trace it back. Eyedropper 2. Control 8. Delete. Okay. I'll just have to figure out a color that works for me. So this does not. No. I think that'll work. I will add highlights. Okay. Okay. Just add your highlights. then we're good to go. Okay. I think I will go with this. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is what's this? Okay. Yeah, just that. Okay. Let me see if there is any other color I can come up with. I think I'll go with this, yeah. So, group. Now, we want to add shades to the eyes. So let's see how the eye looks. No specific shade, so we'll just come up with our own shade. I'm going to be showing you how to do this. There are many ways to come across this. Thinking of a way out. Okay, let's try turn that. Okay, let me zoom out and be sure. Okay. Try. Yeah. Okay. Create an ellipse too. Black. So let me reduce this. Control H. Okay. So this has to be a darker color. select both, delete this. Please make sure your ellipse is at the top. Now we just need to okay. Eyedropper. This time we'll go up. Delete unwanted ones. Make sure your ellipse is at the top. Okay. Now we're going to be adding eyedropper to pick. So go up a bit. Now for the final shades, I think let's go up a bit. Okay, let's increase this a bit. Let's duplicate this, then increase. So I think that looks nice for me. Let's try white and see how good that looks. Let's reduce the opacity, let's say 50. Okay, I'll work with that. Let me try something else. Let me try gradient. Zero. Okay, so let's add this and this. Let's try solid color. Okay, so that's it, guys. There are tons of ways to create an eye, but I just gave you one way. So just duplicate and drag it over to the side. That's all. Let's adjust that to fit in. So that's it for the eyes. So the next thing we need to create is the glasses itself. Now there are many ways to do that, but I'm going to be showing you a simple way to do it. Now make sure your layer, let me adjust this a bit, sorry. Okay. Now make sure your original sketch layer is unlocked. Locate this. That's why I said you shouldn't merge. Locate this shape. Locate these two. Hold shift and click on it. Right click both and arrange, bring to front. Now this is the two shapes, right? Duplicate it. Now the one on top, leave both of them. The two below, swap it, give it white. Now bring this layer that you created your eye below it too. Okay, now let's reduce the opacity. Let's try 30. I think 30 should be nice. It's too much. Let's try 25. So let's zoom out and see. Okay. So we just need to add shades to it. Simple. So I'll just go over with a simple shade. I think I've wasted enough of our time. Gradient. So let me swap this, and then since the light ray is coming from this side, sorry, little bit down. Let me change the angle. Try. So create another shape somewhere here. With the same value. I think I might adjust this a bit. Let me try. So I think I'll just go with that. Now you can group your effect, group this, then if you want to group the eyes, you're free. So that's it, guys. I think there is only one thing left. create a new layer. We need to add a few effects here and then work with this. So I don't really vibe with this color. Let me give it a more suiting color. Yeah, I think that works fine for me. No, I'll go with this. So let's see where the sun ray is coming from. Okay, from here we can just determine create a new layer. Okay. Okay. So just we're adding a few shades to it to make it stand out. Okay. So let's try giving this an effect. I think I'll darken this a bit. Then yeah, I think this works for me. You just need to add shade where necessary. That's all. Okay. So I need to make sure it follows exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Let's work on this sheet. Guys, I'm almost done. Sorry for the long boring video, but seriously, I hope this helps someone out there. And it's been hours. Okay, so we need to add one more color layer. That's it. Group, lock. Okay. Right. Okay. So you see, the more you add color layers, it brings out the beauty of your artwork. So like, it doesn't have to be all professional, just basically add shades where you feel like there should be one. That's all. Okay, so we're almost done. This is like we're at the finishing point. We're just adding those shades to make it look real. That's all. Okay. Add a little here. Group. Now if you still want to take things further, you can still add another color layer. This will end up bringing out. Okay, let's move this up a bit. So it's really going to improve the quality of your art. That's if you want, but if you don't, you can leave it the way it is. So I guess I'll just add it. just one more, then we're done. So this is how those artworks you see, this is how they are made. It's just patience, and you have to adjust where necessary. Okay. All right. So just add here. I think I'll add a few here. That's it. Okay. Hold shift, click on this. Group. Before, after. New layer. The final stage, just to add effect to the beard, and that's all. So this has to be on top. Let's group this first. So create a new layer so we know we're working directly. So we're going to be using calligraph brush. So let's create a gradient. Okay, we need black at both ends. Black. Okay, so let's try. So just pinch your way out. Now you can always adjust this if you want. You can always come back and adjust this. I can increase the size if I want. always change this color and it will affect everything. Let me adjust this. No. Okay. So let's adjust, and then let's try silver. Layers. We'll just add a few here and we're good to go. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you can always use normal colors. So I'll have to send this to my phone and see how it looks. So if I feel like the beard is okay, I'll go with it that way. But if it's not, then I'll have to adjust it. So guys, that's basically all I have to show you guys for now. So I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. So if you have any question, any kind of art you would like me to cover or make a tutorial on, just leave the link in, just leave a comment in the description, sorry, and I'll get to it. Like, I'm really exhausted, so after this video I'm definitely going to get some sleep. So thank you guys for watching, see you guys in the next tutorial.